Hello everyone, I am RobertWho, and guys, welcome back to another reaction video. And today's reaction video is actually going to be from one of my friends, romance writer, who has finally gotten around to finish, I think, an episode of Equestria Law and Order pilot. And funny thing is, I actually voiced in this episode, so I have no idea what the story is going to be about, but I do know is that I'm actually going to be in this episode, so I'm actually kind of excited to see where this series is going to take us. Romance Writer did, let's see, I think it was like the Cortland Chronicles, but it was a canceled project due to, I'm not sure what really happened, but it got canceled, although I tried voicing for, I think, one character in it, but it got canceled. But I might try to see if I can find the the really old episode of Cortland Chronicles and just rewatch it to see what it was about, because it's actually it's been years since I've seen that original video. But anyways, so yeah, I'm actually very excited because this actually took a long time to do, and if you look at the duration on this video, 47 minutes. So this one's going to be a kind of a long one. Hopefully I'll have enough time to finish this. But anyways, I'm going to jump right into this of Equestria Law and Order, starring romance and several other bronies, and even including myself. So let's jump right into this reaction in 3, 2, 1.
Crime committed is especially heinous. In Manhattan, a group of friends are determined to make the world a criminal justice system. Any crime committed is especially heinous. In Manhattan, a group of friends are determined to make the world a different place. These are their stories.
Okay, I just want to pause this for a minute. Oh, there I am. Okay, I think this series is actually based off of an actual series. I think it was called Law and Order. I think I've seen like YouTube clips of it, but I've never actually seen the show. But I think I guess this is one of Romance's favorite series. So let's see how well this episode's going to be. By the way, I love the vector art in this so far. So anyways, let's jump right back in. 3, 2, 1. Yeah, I can see why this probably... Oh, there's a traveling arrow. Hey, Pinkie Pie. Hey, bright idea.
Here's to celebrate the defeat of T-Rex, Chrysalis, and Cozy Glow.
Yeah, alright, yeah.
Okay, so this is actually kind of in the MLP canon.
Less crime going on in Equestria.
Let's hope so, SH.
Yeah, even though there will still be a bit of crime going on, mostly in cities such as Manhattan and Las Pegasus. But don't worry, nothing will happen to us or our friends.
Hear, hear.
What was that?
Should we check it out?
Yeah, we should.
Hey, wait up!
Don't leave poor Romance behind.
Celestia.
Oh.
Some pony's been murdered!
By who?
Ooh.
I think it's
someone
obvious.
died.
Just need to
Oh
know
dear.
where it's gone to.
Orange Pony?
Yep.
The one that wanted to make me one of his next
Of course it would
victims
be
when you
him.
were introducing me to
Or
your
maybe.
friends?
Yep,
And is always wielding a knife?
that would be the one. It has to be him. You know he pretty much kills random ponies.
But you see, he would have stabbed them in the back. This mare has been stabbed in the heart.
Which symbolizes that some pony wanted to damage this mare's reputation, but they knew her personally.
Wait, why did someone have a magnifying glass with him?
So, this isn't a random attack. Some pony knew this pony.
There's actually so many bronies in this, I can't actually name all of them.
Is any pony gonna answer my question?
What question?
About the... Never mind.
Whoever this mare is, I hope she'll be identified, and I hope the killer will be caught.
Mm-hmm. Oh wow, we're going to Manhattan. Oh wait, this is the... Oh wow, this is the intro. Ah, there's Romance. Rider. Oh, there's one of the vectors I actually did for her. Ah, Ice Heart. Hey, and me! Hey! Yeah! Wow, I can see why this took a long time to do. She went all out on this.
What can we do now?
I wish there was a play going on. Preferably on Les Mares or McPone.
Any news on that pony we found?
Nope, nothing on her yet. I guess nobody has come to identify her, and DNA testing can take a very long time to complete.
And some pony probably knows what happened to her, but doesn't want to identify her so they won't seem like a suspect. I've read about enough true crimes to know that.
Just because you've some years' experience of reading on crime doesn't make you an expert in it.
Maybe so, but...
No buts.
Oh, it looks like Princess Celestia wants to see us right away.
Celestia?
Ooh,
I
Celestia.
thought Twilight was in charge now.
That would be in a week, actually, when she has her coronation, and a lot of others will be there.
And the princesses will be elsewhere, but who knows where? Would they also have to give up being
Okay, so this
alicorns
is
because
actually
they aren't ruling anymore?
a few weeks
It seems
before
likely also, considering that it was
Twilight's
possibly they
coronation.
weren't born alicorns. I guess we'll never know about that at all.
Either way, we need to get the next train to Canterlot. Or we could all get teleported there at the same time. Romance, any possibility you could do that?
Unfortunately, I can only teleport myself. I still haven't succeeded in teleporting another pony with me.
I just thought you'd been powerful
Huh, that's
with magic.
interesting.
I've been trying out spells for a few years, so I have a lot to learn. But enough about me. Let's get the next train.
So, you were the ponies that found Sugar Song?
Wasn't she always hiding behind a curtain when she performed? I guess she didn't want anyone to recognize her in public.
Okay, so
I
the
wonder if
mare
she
that
had
got
a reason to do that.
murdered was
Like,
Sugar
hiding
Song,
from
I
some
guess.
pony?
Because she was some sort of celebrity.
An ex-boyfriend? An ex-girlfriend? Some pony who knew her well?
Yes, her name is Sugar Song. She was a very well-respected pony in Canterlot and Ponyville. Now that news has gone out about her death, every pony is demanding answers.
Should we try and solve it ourselves?
I'd love to try and solve a mystery again. But I'm always on adventures with the element of good spirit, and we have to do this sort of thing when any of us go missing.
But we don't have experience with this sort of thing. We're not qualified, or would the police ponies even trust us to help out?
Since when do police ever do anything? Especially with ponies that aren't foals.
Yeah, but if we were investigators, we would look for enough evidence to determine what happened and if they were abducted or not.
Okay, so do we all agree we'll help with this and see what happens?
Mm-hmm.
I'm still not sure, but I'll go with it.
I'll go along with it as well.
I'm definitely going to join. What about you, Aspen?
Your Highness, we talked it over, and we will try and solve this case together. We'll catch the creature that murdered poor Sugar Song.
Justice will be served.
I am
Oh, well,
proud that you six will try to solve this horrendous case. Go on and...
I want to do a little comment here. I noticed that most of my lines were really, really soft, and that was... Oh gosh, how long ago was that when I gave Romance my lines? I also didn't have enough... I didn't really have a really good microphone set up, so... Yeah, I noticed that my lines are really soft, so Sorry, Romance.
Sure, who did it?
Yes,
Yes,
Your
Your
Highness.
Let's see. According to the files we have on Sugar Song, she was about 21 years old and was originally from Manhattan.
She ran away from home at 16, and her parents reported her as a runaway, but she hadn't been found until we discovered her.
How was she identified? There wasn't any news in the newspaper that some pony identified her. Probably rich ponies who do not want to have their names in the news.
Did she happen to have a special sun pony? Or any siblings?
Nope, nothing on siblings or anything on a previous relationship. We might as well ask every pony we know if they have info on Sugar Song.
Alright, let's go ask Skyheart.
Let's go!
Hey, Sky!
Oh, hey guys. What can I do
Oh,
for
Sky.
We just wanted to ask you a few questions on a murder case that happened not too long ago.
you? Oh, you're just asking me because I'm a changeling and I can turn into different creatures. You know that's offensive, right?
Sheesh, dude, we just wanted to ask you a few questions.
Nope, not in the mood.
That's very odd of him. Aren't we over the whole
Gone.
changeling thing at this point?
I'll go get him.
Romance
Stand
got a
back,
point
everyone.
there.
Wait, Ice. What are you gonna do?
Yeet.
Ow! Did you have to knock me from the sky?
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just very clumsy. Now tell us, why the hey did you run off?
Alright, Rage Heart, time to calm down.
Pull her back
Did
in.
she seriously have to do that?
And you seriously think we were asking you all because you're a changeling?
That is so years ago. Ever since the changelings except Chrysalis were first redeemed.
But still, there are ponies against our kind. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be on my way.
Well, that was a total bust.
I still have a feeling he knows something about Sugar Song.
Because why else would he not cooperate with us? What if he's a killer? What if he's abducted some pony and he's so smart that nobody found them?
Considering
Don't
he's
jump
a
to
change,
conclusions, Romance.
maybe he framed some pony for it. You know they can change into different creatures, even objects. What about you, Stone? You a changeling? Huh? Huh? Are you? Are you a changeling?
Now, let's not jump to any conclusions.
But she never showed herself as she performed on stage. How would anyone know her?
Maybe some pony knew her backstage. That is, if she wore a disguise so she wouldn't be recognized.
In the criminal justice system,
Ah,
any
shoot.
crime committed is especially heinous. In Manhattan,
Shoot. Yeah, I'm gonna have the... Dang it, it skipped on us again. Okay, let's just go... Okay, what was our number? It was like around about 13 something. Okay. Alright, let's hopefully hope that I can get this to work. Alright.
No pony takes more than 15 minutes.
I mean, half price because I'm a regular there. Oh, friendly! That it's true. Find out when.
There we go.
Are you a changeling?
Sorry about that,
Now,
guys.
let's not jump to any conclusions.
Oh, and I
But
got a...
she never showed herself as she performed on stage. How would anyone know her?
Maybe some pony knew her backstage. That is, if she wore a disguise so she wouldn't be recognized.
But who is her manager? Maybe they would know who was there or some pony threatened Sugar Song.
Because the attack looked more like a personal attack than a random one, judging by where the knife was.
But how do we find out who her manager is? Should we also find out when was the last time Sugar Song did a performance at Sugar Coop Corner?
I doubt the newspaper would mention it at all, especially because the press probably don't have all the info to publish it unless some pony leaks it to them.
Paparazzi. Who thought it was a good idea to have them exist to ruin some pony's life?
I asked myself the same thing.
So, should we ask around to see if any pony knows anything about Sugar Song or who the manager is?
We should stop for lunch. I'm starting to get hungry.
I agree. I need to eat more anyway.
A good lunch should help us get thinking more. You're not you when you're hungry.
Ugh.
It's true, though.
I know for a fact that it's true.
So where shall we go?
What about that Hayburger place?
No. I'm not a big fan of the Hayburgers there.
Let's go to that Feltalian restaurant I always go to. The gelatos there are the best, and so is the food.
But isn't that in Canterlot? I thought you didn't like going to many places even if you lived there.
But you know me. I have a little Feltalian blood in me, and I'm proud of that. And besides,
Also
our
part
dogs
Irish,
and
I think.
love food, and they're so friendly.
I suppose we could go and eat there, but it is a bit expensive considering that
Italian food
Canterlot
does
is a
sound kinda
pretty
good.
upper-class town.
Well, it is a bit expensive, but I'll pay. When the waiters are in a good mood, they sometimes let me pay half price because I'm a regular there. Please give it a chance. I know Canterlot has a lot of snobs there, but the restaurants, well, a few of them, are pretty good.
Are we going to choose a restaurant or just stand here and say all the negatives of each one? Come on, I'm hungry.
Yeah, if we stand
Poor
here
Ice
long
Heart.
enough, it'll be past lunchtime when we need to wait for dinner.
Fine. We'll go to the one in Canterlot.
Gosh, I totally
Maybe
forgot
it isn't
most
so
of these
bad.
lines I've done.
Woo! I mean, I'll show you where it is. I promise it'll be great. Follow me.
Hey, fast track!
Right, Romance. This place is pretty good. I had no idea the waiter would be so excited to see you.
Oh, Cambriere? Yeah, he's a sweetheart.
Do you know what his name means? In the language the restaurant speaks here?
It's Feltalian for waiter. Funny, right?
Yeah, it is kind of funny.
I forgot to ask, what is taking Robert so long? He said he had to get something, but no pony takes more than 15 minutes just to do that.
If it's to buy something at the shop, it doesn't take 15 minutes. They're not that crowded.
I was probably looking for pizza.
Hey guys, sorry for taking so long.
Where were you?
What were you doing? Something illegal?
If you can tell the white stuff or green stuff of any pony shady, I will get a police pony on you, mister.
Wait, what? Romance, you know me for about 3 or 4 years. You know I wouldn't do something like that.
Then what took you so long?
I was probably going out for pizza.
The pony in the hood got my attention and said they had information on Sugar Song and on Sky.
Seriously, Robert? You just accepted this from a pony in a hood? What if they're the killer? Did you get a good look at their appearance or hear their voice?
Not really, no. They just said, psst, begging me to come to them, just levitate the power to me, then left.
So the hooded pony is a unicorn then. Or maybe a pony that has magic but doesn't have a horn. A little like an old friend of mine, Transgamer. Or Discord.
Did you happen to catch the magic aura color by any chance?
It was light blue color. I don't think I can tell what type of blue it was.
Alright. Luckily I have different color palettes on me in case we run into this sort of problem. Also because I like to get the exact color, not guess which one. There you go. Can you pick up the color?
The closer it looks like it's Sky Blue 1.
So it can't be Skyheart because his magic aura isn't blue.
It can't be my sister, as her aura is a dark blue, and she's still a fool. She's smart for her age, though.
It's definitely not Aspen, as she's been with us all day, and her aura is more of the sort of yellow-orange, I think.
It's also not Sonic Gamer, as he has the same green magic aura color as Romance when he uses his magic to turn into a unicorn.
I know my friend Brett has a blue aura, but it isn't a light color, more of an aqua blue. And obviously not Johnny, because orange aura.
Excuse me, miss?
We got a runner!
Let's get her.
And we're going blind in sky, just in case we lose sight of her.
On it! Okay, seriously? We need walkie-talkies to make shouting a little easier.
Ooh, they might have found her.
Going. I was just hit by a tomato. I was thinking, go help the others.
Wow, Romance, you get hit by a tomato and you're down for the count?
Fine, but go check that saddlebag the mayor brought in. Maybe I'll have clues on if she's the killer or not.
Alright, I'll do that.
Wow, she ain't stopping. How long do we have to keep flying, Aspen?
Stop! Get back here!
We just wanted to ask you something is all!
Good
Ooh.
tackle there, Aspen.
Good catch, Aspen.
Guys, where are Romance and Robert? What if that hooded pony got them?
Cameron, I'm very sure maybe when the suspect
Calm down,
threw
my
fruit
boy.
and vegetables at them, they got hit perhaps. They'll be fine.
It's
Yes,
funny
but
that Romance is basically down for the count for a
Sorry.
tomato.
You know I love my big sister
Wow.
very much, and I get worried for her.
It's alright. Same with me. Come on, let's get this mare back to the apartment for interrogation.
Come on, Missy, you're coming with us. Try and run again, Aspen and I will catch you.
Apartment, March, I think it was like 20 or 30th.
Talk to me. Is going into a fancy restaurant a crime now?
How about you tell us why you ran off once Sour came to ask you a question?
And we may not be sidekicks, but don't try lying to us.
She isn't lying about that.
But I swear I haven't.
What's in your saddlebag that you just dropped? Anything suspicious?
Nothing. I was going to go shopping after I went to the restaurant, I swear.
Are you sure? Because we found this photo in it. Want to explain it?
What's the photo say?
Be serious. That photo was not in my saddlebag, nor did I put it in there.
Why don't you tell us who could have put it there?
It could have been some pony that was jealous of her and put it in my saddlebag just to make me look bad.
I also noticed that you two have similar cutie marks. Yours has a sonata note, and Sugar Song has a microphone with hers. Are you two sisters? Were you jealous of her that you killed her with a knife to the heart so you could hurt her even more like she did to you?
Stop it! Just stop it! You don't know what it's like to be the older sister, and your family never pays attention to you. Only to your younger sister that is smarter than you and is considered special because she is multi-talented. You tried to express your feelings, but your family is all, "Oh, you're overreacting. You're just being selfish. Of course we love you," when that's not even true.
I will say the voice actors are doing really well in this.
I believe it, but
I'm just kind of sad my voice lines are just so soft.
And she is incredibly smart. Heck, she's in magic school, and when I was her age, I dropped out.
Oh, we haven't even made it to the 20 mark.
When she's visiting, always charges her and gets her anything she wants. While when I do that, I'm told off for being incredibly spoiled.
Interesting how there's an X on her heart, because that's where Sugar Song was stabbed when we found her. And we know it symbolizes ruining some pony's reputation or hurting them even more. So did you kill her?
Are you crazy? I may have hated Sugar out of jealousy, but I would never have killed her.
She could be lying.
Sorry to interrupt, but you two really need to see this.
What is it, Sour?
Just give me a second.
Did something happen here?
From what I could see, she could relate to the suspect a little. You know how she is with others that have sad backgrounds, and all considering her home life before.
Yeah. Ah, yes. The others and I were looking through what Robert was given earlier, and there was indeed information on Skyheart and Sugar Song.
What sort of information? If it's something like Sky is a relative to me all because we have heart in our names, I will be disappointed.
Don't worry, Ice. It's not that. It's something else. Something we never knew about him.
What do you mean? He was a Pegasus?
Whoa, hold the f*** up! Skyheart used to be a Pegasus?
Well, that was
That's
quick.
interesting.
I only needed a moment to myself, not 10 minutes.
And watch your f***ing language!
What did you swear? Also, watch my language? What's yours?
Bring it on then. Ugh, take that.
Glad I got my beeper with me.
Take it. Hey, that's not my bow. Do not touch my bow. No.
Fine, I'll deal with it. Aspen, can you try breaking them up?
That was easy.
Ow! You could have set me down gently.
Well, there goes a possible migraine to have tomorrow morning.
Ugh. Ow.
Ow.
That's enough, you two! Do you want to solve this case?
Yes.
You two better start behaving yourselves, or else you two are going home now.
Fine.
As Sour was saying, we found... Who could it be? We weren't expecting any pony.
I'll go make some coffee, just in case it takes a bit long.
Hey, it's Skyheart. I came to apologize for my behavior earlier. Is it alright if I come up?
Sure. Yeah, come on up. We're in room 7.
Oh, it's that changeling that I had to knock out of the sky.
Just don't do it again, Ice. If you were told to do it for a good reason, then that's fine. But without permission, not good.
I understand. I'll remember for next time.
Oh hey, it's my changeling friend. Well, one of them.
Oh,
One of them.
Coffee. I'll need it.
Is this a bad time?
No, it's fine. We just finished interrogating a suspect and we were about to... Well, you see,
We found information on you from an unknown pony or creature. Something you never told us.
It's that I never told you I was a Pegasus, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Yes, I used to be a Pegasus. My mother was a princess and...
My eyes!
Oh, for Celestia's sake.
Anyway, please continue, Sky.
Will someone help Romance?
Yes, my mother was a runaway princess from a distant kingdom. She was drawn to Equestria, unsure of what it was, but it was better than living where she used to live before.
If she was a princess, how did she avoid being noticed? As in, how did she disguise herself so no pony knew she was a princess?
Oh, that. She used a spell that would remove her horn, so she only had her wings. That pretty much backfired when she had a nightmare, and Princess Luna came to help her. I always thought I'd be born an Alcorn because she was one. Unfortunately, a few years after I became a changeling, she suffered a stroke, and 17
Aww.
days before Hearthwarming Eve, she passed away. It's not an easy thing to talk about.
I know how it feels when a parent gets sick, and it's very worrying.
I'm sorry that happened, Sky.
I apologize for knocking you out of the sky before. I should have just let you walk away.
And I'm sorry for instantly suspecting you were all asking me because I'm a changeling. Because we're not ponies. So, we good?
Mm-hmm.
Now that everything seems to be good now, can you pretty please tell me how you became a changeling? Normally you would have to be one of Chrysalis's children to be one of them to get turned all bright and colorful after you release all the love they took in all. I'm just excited just to know what...
Alright, Robert, calm down and let Sky explain himself.
You see,
Dang it.
one day I was saving a filly from falling into a stream because she dropped her ball. This unicorn named Sliderways, who was a bully, cast a curse on me which requires a verbal password to undo it. Unfortunately, it turned me into a more handsome changeling, so no one really has been afraid of me. Just looking at me in awe and sometimes a few admirers.
Well, that certainly was a very interesting story.
That does explain how you're a changeling, and you're not one of the once changeling queen's children.
I wonder what that verbal password would be. Guess we'll never know.
Which is a good thing, because we'd all be sad if Sky went back to his old self.
He causes a lot of chaotic mischief whenever he feels like it.
Oh, I have some plans on who to prank and what it shall be. But I won't tell you. That'll ruin the surprise.
Crystal Rose, before we let you go home, can you tell me where you were on the day your sister was killed?
I was at home in Canterlot. I live in a big house with my mother who is very sick.
Is there any pony that can verify your alibi?
Wonder who played Crystal Rose.
Mother and my
I'll have to look at the
butler have
credits
been my
after
family
this.
Ever since I was a foal.
If it turns out that you've lied about anything to us, you will be in deep trouble.
Like you'll ever find out.
I definitely put her on the suspect list.
Alright, we need some pony to go to Crystal Rose's home and see if her alibi checks out. I don't believe her story that much.
Yeah.
I don't believe in so-called alibis. Crystal Rose is a rich pony. She would have hired a hit pony to take out her sister and paid them to keep quiet.
But hit ponies are pretty rare these days. Where would a pony like her hire some pony like that?
Maybe she found an ad for one.
But they wouldn't make them all public. The police would try and track them down, then put them in the jail cell.
Unless a pony that knows her had told her about one and could have used that opportunity.
But who? She never mentioned having friends or any connections.
That's why, while Robert, Aspen, and I try and find more evidence about this, Ice, Cameron, and Romance will go to Crystal's home to see if her alibi checks out.
I wish cases were so easy to solve.
But what's the fun of an easy case if we can't think of lots of theories and try to prove
Oh, a couple of other more bronies in the background.
Yeah, good point. Just wish serial killings were easy to get, especially with the ones that haven't been caught for decades.
Like the Golden Town Killer?
He was caught a few years ago after being on the run for about 40 or 50 years. Good thing, too. I always wonder why police even release killers when it's clear they'll do it again.
Because police love to hide evidence and pretend nothing's wrong.
Unless the suspect is a police officer themselves, they try to protect their... Sister, get in the force field!
I'd rather be shot than have my friends get shot in the process.
Someone is shooting at... Oh, someone's shooting at us.
I'll go get them.
Or at Romance, anyways.
I can fly to them.
No, you would be at risk getting shot yourself.
I want to do it, even if it's a risk.
Okay, fine. But if you get shot in any way, don't say that Karen and I didn't tell you so.
Dang it! They got away.
Just when we were gonna catch a pony that uses weapons.
That's a clue right there.
Huh. All we have is the gun, which you'd think they'd take with them.
Yeah, so they wouldn't have any pony get DNA on them like their hoof prints.
But suspects always forget. Sheesh, you think they'd be smart enough to not get caught by the police? I'll get a letter to the others on this, and once they arrive, Sour and Aspen will go and interview Crystal Rose's family while we keep an eye out.
Sounds like a plan, even if we pretty much got shot at earlier.
Is it alright if you could fly me down?
Hey, your personal carriage pony or whatever. You go down there by yourself.
I'm 2 years older than you.
How would you levitate down, Romance?
No.
Or is your magic
you'll
not
walk
advanced
or
enough?
teleport down there while I'll fly.
I mean, I can fly. Well, sort of-ish. It's more like a hover.
So, what happened here?
Thorn Sniper tried to take a shot. Not sure if it was aimed at us, though.
The sniper gun is over on the balcony in the castle. Cameron and Ice will collect it for hoof prints or any other evidence. In the meantime, Aspie and Sour go interview Crystal Rose's mother and any pony else to clarify her so-called alibi.
You heard her, let's get to work. The faster we do this, the faster we'll find the killer Sugar Song.
It's a shame about what happened to Sugar. She was on her way to being a superstar, even if she hid herself as she performed.
Did Sugar seem to be acting different before she was murdered? Like, any unusual behavior?
Not really. She was excited to be performing in Ponyville when I saw her last. It was nice to see her happy, even after her father had passed years ago. Mother, I'm home from shopping. Butler, take my bags and put them in my room.
Yes, ma'am. I haven't.
What was that?
Nothing, ma'am.
It's always the butler. But
Oh, hey, I'm Crystal Rose. I am a spoiled brat who doesn't want creatures working in the family.
okay.
I don't get paid enough for this.
Oh, it's you. Wait,
That's not good. Okay, we got the butler on the list.
Song, your daughter is a suspect in her younger sister's murder. We found photos in her saddlebag that seem to show that she had a grudge against her.
what have I told you about drawing on your sister's photos? How would you know? You barely ever kept an eye on me. All you cared about was Sugar because she was following in your hoofsteps. I tried and you just left me to the side. Crystal Petal Rose, you do not speak to me like that. Why does it matter? It'll just keep happening. You're just going to forget I'm even here anyway. Heck, I've to take care of you ever since you were diagnosed, and you show no respect. You're my daughter. I never left you to the side. I still acknowledge that you are around. You didn't even show up to your own father's funeral. Instead, you hung out with your so-called friends. It's her fault that father passed away in that accident. She caused it. Maybe you knew. You're just in denial.
I think it's best that
Fun
we
family.
since it's clearly a family matter. Thanks for answering what we asked. We'll be in touch if we find anything else.
Yeah, watch out for the butler guy. I am definitely on to him.
So, what did he say to you? I only heard a little. Was it something to do with Crystal Rose? Did he mention something about the alibi she gave? Sort of. Did he say where she was? I wonder if any pony possibly saw her. Her mother said she would be with her so-called friends. Let's go ask some ponies, once we get back to the others.
Alright, that's the gun going off to the scientist, and hopefully we'll be given the results in a short time.
So, did Crystal Rose's alibi check out?
Her butler clarified it to Aspen. We thought her mother would, but it turned more into a family argument between mother and daughter.
What was the argument about exactly?
Over how Ruby Song always paid attention to Sugar because she was destined to be a star like her mother used to be. Oh, and that Crystal Rose has been talking to what Ruby called so-called friends?
So-called as in they're a little suspicious. Normally a parent who doesn't trust their children's friends would just go out and say that they aren't a good influence.
Well, Aspen says they would be seen talking across the street over there. I think we should ask any pony who has seen them together the day Sugar was killed.
Sounds like a good idea, but is it gonna be a tiny bit difficult?
Yeah, but if we get this to the public, then some tips might come in. All detectives do it, even if it is risky.
Once we get back to the apartment, we'll get the photo of Crystal Rose and see if any pony had seen her a few days before.
Excuse me, sir. Did you see this pony a few days ago?
Nope. I don't recognize
Well,
him.
Sparrow. I haven't
Alright,
seen him in a
thank
while.
you, sir. Excuse me, ma'am. Have you seen this pony before? Specifically, a few days ago?
I swore I saw her standing over there, talking to a pony with a hood over their head.
Could you remember anything else about them? Like, a small detail?
The cloak appeared to have a symbol on it. It was a circle with a line across it, like those stop signs in the street. And it had a heart with a hole in the middle.
This is great. Thanks for the info, Quirky.
No problem. Good luck on finding them.
I swear, if that symbol means a shot to the heart, I will be very annoyed.
We looked through the records of groups with that symbol, and this one called a shot to the heart was what came up. There's some kind of hit pony group, but we're not sure which pony is the one that Quirky said she saw. They don't make their members public at all.
Does anything hint where they reside?
I don't see anything on that, but if there's some so-called secret group, they possibly hang out in a basement or an abandoned place.
Unless they're like the Feltalian Mafia and go and play some poker all day, then somebody dies. Oh, don't act like that's not how the Mafia can be like, especially when you squeal on them.
Right. We'll need to find out if they really are involved with this case. Once the result on the sniper gun comes back, we'll have to see.
Guys, remember that pony in the hood I mentioned that gave me the files on Sky?
Yes?
Well, they may or may not have had a similar symbol on their cloak.
What?
Dang it.
You didn't bother to tell us before?
Whoa, Romance is angry.
Robert, I am incredibly disappointed in you. As a small punishment, we're laying you off this case. I hope you learn what you did the next time.
That's an interesting way to write me off.
Let's get to finding out where this group is and which one killed Sugar Song.
Should one of us go undercover? I have a disguise kit with me.
Can I please do it? And give me a chance to have a bit of acting experience. Please, 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 please.
Sure, I'll help with the accessories and everything. We'll need to practice for a bit before you try and apply with this group. We want them to not be suspicious, and considering we're not a police group, they'll likely not know.
But what do I have to do? How do I act like some pony who wants to be a fellow hit pony? I don't even look or sound like a tough mare.
That's why I'll help you. Remember how I've done different voices?
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's not easy, but after a lot of practice, this undercover mission will be successful. You'll also have a recorder in your mains, so we can have proper evidence.
Remember, Romance. If any pony innocent or Iceheart gets killed, it'll be on you.
I'm willing to take the blame if anything bad happens to any pony, including my little fandom sister. Come on, time for a few lessons to begin.
Seriously, once this is all done and we catch
Aw.
this, it will take days for my hair dye to be washed out. Doesn't look convincing.
I see, stop them complaining. I told you that we need to give you a disguise such as dyeing your mane and tail. At least you look disguised and not like Fluttershy, where all she wore was a hat and no pony somehow recognized her despite seeing her cutie mark and mane and tail.
Fine. When is the so-called pony gonna
What
show up?
episode was
What if he
that?
doesn't at all?
Sprite Bro, you see any?
By the way, this is probably going to be the longest reaction video I've ever done.
I got a visual. They have the cloak and everything, including the symbol.
Be prepared, little sister. Remember the training we did, including the voice.
Got it.
You must be the pony that wanted to join us. What was the name again?
Yes, that would be me. Name's Lethal Heart. I make stallions fall for me, then murder them when they least expect it.
Well, the boss didn't tell me you were such a beautiful mare.
Oh, well, thank you. You're not bad yourself. Not one I'd try and kill.
I like your stuff, girl. Let's go someplace else, so I can give you some questions and give them to my boss. Don't tell the Hippos this, but the boss considers me to be the best. It's why he asked me to handle the new recruits.
Huh, I can see why. Maybe we should go to a cafe around here or something. That's where a few business interviews usually happen at. I know a good place.
Got about 7 more minutes, I think, on this.
So far, so good. All we need now is just for a taped confession to happen. Let's keep near where they're going next.
I think it might be the butler guy. They probably killed the celebrity. Or it could be her sister.
Alright. First question. When was the last time you killed some pony?
Last week, I invited a stallion over for some lunch at my home. When he wasn't looking, I grabbed a syringe that was filled with poison, jabbed it into his chest.
What is this, like,
Wow,
bad guy resume?
That sounds incredibly epic. And how did you get away with it?
I burnt the body and the syringe in an incinerator. No pony has ever known I did that.
And he was your first victim?
Nope.
Final question. Are you able to keep a secret? Because you know we can't tell anybody who we've killed and where we hang out.
Absolutely.
And do you have any questions?
Well, there is one I want to ask.
Alright. Hopefully a confession is going to come in.
If not, I'm gonna be very disappointed.
Everything does. Ow! What was that for?
Who was your last victim? Don't worry, I'm not gonna tell any pony.
Well, a few days ago, I was paid for 1 million bits to take this mare out.
A million
So
bits?
got
Dang.
away and needed to be out of her life. I told the mare to meet me in Ponyville, saying I would be her new bodyguard. She got to me and I held her still while I stabbed her with a knife through her heart. That's what her sister wanted.
Now we need a name, and that'll be a full confession that we'll hold up in court.
As if the court is ever right.
Her name was Sugar Song.
That's a definite confession. Go, go, go!
You promise you're not going to tell a soul?
Of course.
Too late. Too late for you, boy.
Except to my friends and my big sister.
I'm sorry, what? You're a spy?
Silent Shadow, you're coming with us.
Oh, what?
For the murder of Sugar Song, you've the right to remain silent.
Better put some handcuffs on him. Or is it hoof cuffs?
Is it really a crime to do a job? My boss is going to kill me!
Well, murder is a crime. Do you not know that at all?
Why do you care? You're not police officers!
You have no sympathy for what you did. Do you?
I needed the money, okay?
By murdering an innocent pony? All for 3 million bits?
I needed it! If I did the deed, I could get out of this business and move elsewhere. If I didn't, that rich man was going to rat me out and my boss would kill me!
Then tell us who gave you the money.
I can't! I'll get killed!
You won't. Just tell us her name, and she won't have the chance to rat you out.
He's probably gonna die.
Her name is Crystal Rose.
I never thought a butler would be right about Crystal Rose. Normally it's the whole, oh, the butler did it.
Oh, dang it. I guess I was wrong about the butler.
I thought you'd show up after the court case. It seems off to
But
me.
I'm still somewhat suspicious.
Sky?
Oh,
Yep.
How?
I knew it.
I forget. You're a changeling. But still, how and why?
Oh, it's quite simple. You see, I was suspicious of Crystal Rose a lot ever since Sugar Song was found dead. Her butler had died the week before from an accident, so I took his place to keep an eye on her. Lots of fun, I gotta say.
And how did they not get suspicious of you?
They thought their butler was on a vacation and had just come back.
And how?
Oh, so that explains the whole changeling thing.
Letter of resignation. Considering the actual butler had been in the family for a few decades, it's not that.
Come on, guys. We need to get to Crystal Rose right now. We better hurry.
She's probably already out of town already.
Mrs. Song! What's the matter? Where's Crystal Rose?
Crystal Rose is dead. She flew herself over the roof to her death. I tried to stop her, but I wasn't successful. I knew this would happen. knew Crystal Rose had hired a hit pony to take out Sugar. I didn't say anything because I didn't want to lose her like I lost her sister. I was hoping.
Okay, so the mother knew all along. Wow.
Because I don't have long left.
Mrs. Song, I'm afraid we're gonna have to take you in.
You might as well. I've got nowhere else to stay anyway.
Okay, so the series idea was by Sour Patch King. It was written by Romance Writer 1. Wow, that was actually a fun series. I actually hope Romance does a few more of those. And that was a really interesting way how she wrote me off, because I was busy at the time when I did my lines. So, but by the way, Romance, if you ever do see this, thank you very much for letting me cameo or sort of take part in this drama series. But yeah, I actually enjoyed this. It was a fun mystery. And, oh yeah, here's all the...
Criminal justice system.
No.
Any crime committed.
Dang it. Okay, let's... Okay. Wow, I was happy that we didn't have too many skips through here. Okay. Because I want to read all the guest stars. By the way, I love the end credits here. Wow, Romance, you really did went all out on this. I can understand why it took so long. Quirky Craft. Wow, there's a lot of credits in here. Artsy Artsy and Sparrow. Yeah, I thought that was him. Oh wow, the editor. Oh, Lightning Bliss. Oh, okay, these are vector artists. Oh, me! Wow. Okay. Well, thank you, Romance, for crediting me. Yes, inspired by Law and Order Special Victims Unit, which is, by the way, a real series. I actually hope that Romance does more episodes like this. Yeah, this was fun. This was a fun episode, and it was funny looking back at my old lines. I only had a few lines, but man, that was a long time ago. I totally, completely forgot about most of those. But yeah, I have to commend Romance Writer for chugging through this editing, because my goodness, it's a lot of editing to do, especially when you're doing with multiple vectors and doing all the special sound effects and stuff. Yeah. Congratulations, Romance, for completing this first pilot episode. And yeah, I enjoyed this. This was a fun episode. I'd give it a 10 out of 10. So yeah. Oh, wow. And this is probably the longest reaction video I've ever done, so I got a lot of editing to do myself. But anyways, yeah, I'm going to be doing some more reaction videos coming up. I think I'm going to jump into another episode of Pony Life this next episode, and then, oh, by the way, I am going to be doing some short series, kind of like what Romance did here, but they're not going to be as long. But I don't know if I'll get any other Bronies to cameo or do voice lines, but I am going to be trying to do something original with my channel and with my OC story, because I actually do have a backstory that goes with my character. But anyways, I am RobertWho, and I will see you guys in the future.